We'll begin laying on our backs on the mat. Just take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Wrap your knees in towards your chest and gently sway side to side. Take a moment to tap into yourself and allow yourself to let go of anything that's no longer serving you. This could be anything that's happened before you've gotten onto the mat or anything that may happen after you get off of the mat. Just allow yourself to be fully present. Extend the legs long and maybe bring the left hand to the chest and the right hand to the belly. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. And a long exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, bend the knees and bring the heels in towards the glutes. I'm going to raise my arms up so you can see my spine a bit better, but we're going to be doing some supine pelvis tilts. So on each inhale, tilt the pelvis in towards the belly button, activating the abdominals, and then on your exhale, arch the back and create a gap between the mat and your spine. Keep this going at your own pace. Inhaling, bring the pelvis in. Exhaling, tilting the pelvis out. Scoop the pelvis in and slowly lift the hips up to a bridge pose. Activating the abdominals, holding here, squeezing the glutes tight. Breathe, and then on your exhale, slowly lower back down and arch the back. Inhale again and lift the hips up high to a bridge. And on your exhale, slowly lower back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take this going at your own pace. Inhaling, rising up. And long exhaling, slowly coming back down. Feeling each vertebrae touch the mat. Bring the knees back in towards the chest, hug them in and rock back and forth. Preparing yourself for this practice, extend the arms to a T and slowly drop the knees to the left side of the body and gaze past the right fingertips. Feeling a twist in the spine. If you'd like to intensify this, you can extend the left leg long and slowly draw the right knee across the body. Again, gazing past the right fingertips. Slowly bring the knees back in towards the chest, coming out of the twist. Hug them in and extend the right leg long and take whatever variation feels good on this side. Either both knees bent or one leg straight, and draw the other one across the body. This is your practice. Take whatever feels good. Gently untwist yourself and bring the knees back in towards the chest, maybe lifting the head up, giving yourself one last hug. Grab the backs of the legs and gently roll yourself up into a boat pose. We're going to massage the spine by rolling up and holding at the top. Keep this going at your own pace and have fun with it. Maybe tapping one toe and then the other and rolling back and forth, tap, tap, boat, and roll back. Take one last roll back, and when you come forwards, gently cross the legs and meet me in a tabletop position, however you choose to get there. Knees are stacking under hips and wrists are under shoulders. Gently inhale, arching the spine, gazing up towards the sky, taking a cow pose. And on your exhale, round the spine, push away from the mat, chin to chest. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, round the spine, press away from the mat, press the shoulder blades apart. Keep this going at your own pace. Taking your cat and cows, however feels good. Option to add in a few hip circles. Maybe when you come forwards, inhale and arch, and on your exhale, round. Take this a few times in one direction, and then when you're ready, reverse directions. back in tabletop position. Take a deep inhale in, engage the core, and extend the left leg long. Extend the right arm long, palm faces in towards the face. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Take it to the other side now, extending the right leg long and extending the left arm long, palm faces in. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Keep the core engaged. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend, and meet me back in tabletop. Tuck the toes and meet me in downward facing dog. The weight should be in thumb, index, and pinky fingers. There should be no pressure in the wrists. Walk the dog right and left, right and left. Breathe here. And then gently lower the knees back down to the mat and walk the arms out long in front of you. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips, maybe the chin even touches the mat. This is our puppy pose. Take a few deep breaths in and a few long exhales out. Slowly lift up from your puppy pose, coming back to table. Separate the knees wide, big toes touch, send the hips back and down. Walk the hands out long in front of you. Inhale, walk the hands to the left side of the body and feel a stretch on the right side. Exhale, inhale, feel the ribs expand, and a long exhale. Walk the hands back in towards the center and walk the hands to the other side, feeling the left rib cage expand on each inhale and long exhale. Walk the hands back towards center. Meet me in downward facing dog again. Gently walk the feet back up towards the hands, coming to a forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Grab opposite elbows and sway the body back and forth. Maybe taking a couple yeses and a couple nos with the head. Let everything hang heavy. Let gravity do all the work. You can have a slight bend in the knees as well, whatever feels comfortable. And then slowly release the bind, bend the knees, and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the last to rise. Deep inhale, rise the arms up towards the sky, and exhale, swan dive the arms back down to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine straight. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms. Jump or step the feet back to a plank pose and lower down, knees, chest, chin. Walk the hands out a couple of inches away from the mat, coming up onto the fingertips. Elbows should point towards the sky. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. And then when you're ready, exhale, slowly lower back down. Bring the chin back towards the chest. Inhale, rise and extend. Open the chest. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Gently bring the palms back in towards the chest and meet me in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees, gaze towards the center of the hands, and hop the feet towards the front of the mat, coming to a forward fold. Place the palms towards the soles of the feet. The toes should be touching the creases of the wrists. Feel a gentle stretch in the shoulders and the whole upper body. Gently lift the toes and take the hands out from underneath the feet, bend the knees, and roll up to a standing pose. Inhale, arms rise up, and exhale, grab the left wrist with the right hand and gently bend to the right side of the room. Come back towards center and take it to the other direction, grabbing the left wrist. Back towards center and swan dive the arms back down to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, hop or step the feet back to a plank pose. Option 2, take a chaturanga, keeping the elbows in towards the body, or lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, take a back bend. Exhale, meet me back in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. And exhale, knee comes in towards the chest, keeping the core tight. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stack the hips, bend the knee, and take a few knee circles in one direction, opening the hip, and then reverse directions. You should be able to see the ankle underneath the armpit. Take a few ankle circles in one direction and then the other, and then slowly square the hips and bring the knee back in towards the chest. Plant the foot. Coming into a runner's lunge, slowly drop the back knee, inch the knee back a couple of inches, and inhale, arms rise up, feeling the stretch in the quad maybe. And if you'd like to grab blocks, if you have them near you, I would recommend, and I would frame the front foot. Inhale, extend the front leg, coming up onto the heel. And you can have your block at whatever height feels comfortable. I like my blocks at the highest height, and I like to try to bend over my leg without trying to round my spine too much. This really works the hip flexors. And then inhale, arms rise, crescent pose. And exhale, frame the front foot, extend the leg, coming onto the heel. Maybe point the toes left and right, left and right. Feeling the different sensations in the back of the leg. Really take your time and play around with this. Coming out of the monkey pose, back to my crescent. Remove the blocks, get them out of the way. We're going to do the other side. So tuck the back foot and send the right foot to meet the left. The left foot to meet the right. Pedal the dog and do the same thing on the other side. Come to a three-legged dog. Bend the knee in towards the chest, engage the core. Extend the leg long. Stack the hip, bend the knee, and take a few knee circles in one direction, opening the hip on this side, and then the other direction. You should be able to see the ankle, take a few ankle rolls, square the hips, and then gently bring the knee back in towards the chest. And when you're ready, plant the front foot, come to your runner's lunge, drop the back knee, grab your blocks, and we're going to frame the front foot again on this side. Inhale, arms rise, crescent, feeling the quad stretch. On your exhale, press it back to your monkey pose, coming up onto the heel, extending the front leg. And again on this side, take your blocks however you choose. Pressing it up to crescent, inhaling in and exhaling, extending the front leg and pointing the toes left and right. Coming back onto the sole of the foot, press it up to your crescent pose, arms rise, and exhale, press it back one last time, monkey pose on this side. And then, when you're ready, gently remove the blocks and press the foot back to meet the other one in a downward facing dog. We're going to be taking a few spinal waves, so coming up onto the tiptoes, round the spine, chin to chest, come to plank pose. Bend the knees, arch the back, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Round the spine, coming to plank. Arch the spine, coming back to downward facing dog, taking fluid-like motions. And then when you're ready, walk the feet up to meet the hands in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees and place all of the weight into the heels, coming to a chair pose. Squeeze the knees together. Try to not arch the back and energetically pull the mat away with the feet. Slowly rise up, back to standing. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step or hop the feet back to your plank pose. And option 2, take the chaturanga again, or knees, chest, chin. Coming into our back bend. And then meet me in downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up high and bring the knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot, coming to a warrior one. Toes should face the front edge of the mat. Inhale. And exhale, frame the front foot, step the right foot back to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises, knee comes in towards chest, plant the foot, rise up to your warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, frame the front foot, step it back to downward facing dog, bend the knees and gaze towards the center of the hands. Hop or step the feet towards the front of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place all the weight into the heels, coming to a chair pose. And option to take a block, if you have one on hand, and place it just above the knees, squeezing the block together with the legs, activating more leg muscles than you typically use in a chair pose. If you use the block, gently remove the block and meet me back in Tadasana. Forward fold, plant the palms, and step or hop the feet back to a plank pose. Option to take a vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog again. Inhale, right leg rises up towards the sky, and then bring the knee in and plant the foot. Back toes face the long edge of the mat and come to warrior two. Arms extend to a T, gaze past the front fingers. Energetically pull the mat away with the feet. Send the torso forwards, flip the front palm up, bind the back arm, and send it back to a peaceful warrior. Breathe here. And on your exhale, come back to warrior two. Right elbow comes to the inside of the right knee. Left arm extends long, biceps in line with ear, palm faces down. Feel a stretch in the side body. Inhale, extend the front leg long, and left arm rises up high. Envision being squeezed between two glass doors. Gaze towards the toes, bend the knee, and come back to warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the arms, frame the front foot, step it back to downward facing dog. Take it to the other side now. Left leg extends long, three-legged dog. Bring the foot in, plant. Meet me in warrior two. Again, energetically pull the mat away with the feet. Arms extend to a T, gaze past the front fingertips, send the torso forwards, option to bind the back arm, and reverse to peaceful warrior. Inhale, and exhale, left elbow comes to the inside of the left knee, right arm swoops forwards, bicep is in line with ear. Feel a stretch in the side body, feel a stretch all the way from the edge of the foot to the fingertips. Extend the front leg long. Bend the knee. Coming back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step the front foot to meet the back. Coming up onto the tiptoes, rolling the spine forwards, coming into a plank pose. Hold here. Gently lower down. Stretch the arms long behind you, palms face down. Engage the back muscles and lift the upper half of the body up. Point the toes and squeeze the legs together. Slowly release back down, creating a pillow with the forearms. Squeeze the glutes, lift the legs, keep the toes pointed. Breathe and release. Coming into our full locust variation, engaging the upper and lower body. Squeeze up. You're using all of the muscles in your body. Press away, engage the back muscles, engage the glutes. You got this. Exhale, lower back down. Create a forearm pillow. Gently prop yourself up on the right forearm. Bend the left knee in and grab the inside of the foot. Kick the foot away. Maybe feeling a stretch in the chest and left shoulder. Gently release back down and take it to the other side now. So prop yourself on your left forearm and bend the right knee and grab the inside of the right foot with the right hand. Gently release back down and come back to your forearms. Option to take a full locust variation if it's in your practice. Reach the arms behind you, grab the outside edges of the feet, and gently press up. The pelvis should be the only thing touching the floor. Feel like you can stretch in the quads, in the chest, in the shoulders, rocking forwards. Press up, and then gently release back down. Frame the chest with the hands, and press up to a downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale in, feeling the ribcage expand. And a long exhale out. Drop the knees down. Separate the knees about hips distance apart. We're going to sit in between the legs. So feet are framing the hips. Squeeze the knees in tight together. And slowly inhale. And on your exhale, walk the hands behind you, maybe staying up on the palms, pressing the chest open, tilting the head back. Option to stay here or come down onto the forearms. You can let the head hang heavy, stay here, or option to come down even farther. Arms can come up overhead and you can bind each elbow. Breathe here, feeling the back bend. And then slowly walk your way up, coming back onto the forearms, same way you came down. Slowly meet me back into a tabletop position. We're going to be coming into a pigeon pose. So inch the right knee just behind the right wrist and inch the back knee back a couple of inches. Sit up tall, open the chest, breathe. And on your exhale, slowly lower back down. If you have blocks near you, option to make a prop underneath the torso and the head. Sit up tall and then slowly lower back down onto the blocks. You can have the palms face up for receiving energy or the palms face down for grounding energy. Yogi's choice. Slowly make your way back up, coming up under the fingertips, opening the chest, bend the back knee, and try to reach for the inside of the back foot. Squeeze the heel in towards the glute, and fingertips are facing down. Release the bind, and come back to downward facing dog. Pedal your dog out, left and right, noticing the different sensations on each side of the body. And then slowly bring the left knee right behind the left wrist. Inch the back leg back a couple of inches. Sit up tall, open the chest. If you have props on this side, set yourself up. If not, just come into your regular pigeon variation. And slowly lower down if that feels comfortable. Take a moment to set an intention for yourself. This could be a word, a phrase, or a mantra. An idea could be, right now, I am okay. Use this if this resonates with you, and repeat it over and over again. Slowly make your way back up, coming onto the fingertips, bending the back leg and reaching for the inside of the foot again on this side, feeling a stretch in the quad, in the chest. Slowly release the foot back down onto the mat. Move your props out of the way if you used them, and meet me in downward facing dog. Pedal your dog right and left, noticing if you feel even on each side. And then slowly make your way down. We're going to be laying on our backs now. Bring your blocks if you have them, just as an option for our Shavasana. So lower back down, bring our knees in towards the chest, and give yourself a big hug. Squeeze everything in. Give yourself a big thank you for showing up today. Take any poses that you may have missed. You can take a happy baby. You can grab opposite edges of each foot and rock back and forth, massaging the spine. Maybe extending one leg and then the other. Take whatever feels good. We're going to set ourselves up for Shavasana, so I'm going to give you a couple different options depending on whether you have blocks or not. One of them could be soles of the feet together, knees fall apart. Hands can be besides the bodies for receiving energy, palms face up, or palms face down for grounding energy. Or hands could be on the belly to feel the belly expand and deflate. Another option, if you don't have blocks, could be the legs extended long out in front of you. Heels together, toes fall apart. Option to stay here, or if you do have blocks near you, you can set up for a fish pose. So have one block long ways to go in between the shoulder blades and the other block is for the head. So set yourself up properly and gently lower yourself back down. You can have the legs in either variation, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And I encourage you to stay in this pose for as long as you can. 10 minutes would be ideal. And just allow any thoughts to come in and flow out. Maybe repeating that mantra back to yourself. Right now, I am okay. When you're ready, gently roll to the side and make your way back up to seated. Ground down, gently close the eyes. To close out our practice, take one deep inhale, lots of love in, hands touch, hands come down to heart center, exhaling lots of love out. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.